Are you guys tired of hearing the same old ways to make money in the music business? I randomly had a recent comment that kind of sparked the idea for this video, and I want to share with you some uncommon ways to make money in 2025 and beyond as a music producer. Let's get into it. Diversifying your income in this ever-changing industry is tremendously important. With streaming sales at an all-time low and public performances, especially touring, getting more costly to do, especially for the bigger touring artists, it's very important for independent artists like ourselves to find ways to make more money and doing other things and capitalizing on all of the different avenues you can be making money. Today, I'm going to share 4 unique topics that some people aren't talking about on how you can make money as a music producer. I just recently launched my membership section on YouTube and Patreon. I'm going to be giving away some bonus content for this video on how you can go about getting this done. Now, this can be used for lots of different musicians, bands, DJs. If you make your own original music and you have all of your legal stuff straight, this could be game-changing for you. In the meantime, if you like the music that's playing in the background, it's a new one on our label. It's Erick Diaz, I'll Be Waiting, and it just came out on Nos Recordings. I'll leave you a link to that down below. Okay, the first one that I don't think a lot of producers think about, but some do, is making your own sample packs and preset packs. We just started doing this under our label Nos Recordings, and you can go check out our Nos shop. I'll leave you a link to that down below as well. I made a Moog sample pack that has a bunch of bass lines. There's a free 10-pack version, and there's a full 66-pack. And the thing is that you could be really creative by taking sounds that you've created in your sessions, or just having sound design days and then using some of that for your own productions, but then with the surplus of material you might have, turn that into sample packs and package it up. If you give away free versions of the packs, it's a good way to get emails, and you can build your fan base this way. Okay, the next one that I don't think a ton of producers are truly thinking about is sync licensing. I myself have not been in this game too much. I have a couple things licensed to sync, but they mostly came about from label contacts that I worked with. And now I'm actively making an approach to get all of my music into sync. I've made a huge library, and I have a lot of tracks just sitting on my hard drive that I went through and finalized and mastered and put together in a huge library catalog. So this could be something that you do. If you're like me and you had tons of tracks over the years that are just sitting around, get that stuff to work. Make those relationships with those sync licensing agents. I'm not going to get into how to go about doing that because there's already tons of content out there about that. I just thought it was another unique opportunity for producers like myself to try to get into another world and generate additional revenue streams. One thing I do know about this world is it does take time. Okay, the third one is going to be sound design for games. This is not something that I'm currently doing, but I know with the ever-growing online gaming community, there's going to be more and more of a need for sound designers for games. Now, you could argue with me and say that AI could come in and replace a lot of this, and you're right, it could. It could probably replace some of the sync licensing stuff too. But with some of the AI laws and the lawsuits happening, I'm not sure how that's going to play out. And you can't just discredit it now. At least if you get started, you might have a potential future doing something like that. I took a quick glance at sound designers for games, and there was an interesting amount of jobs available in that space. And some of them were pretty high paying. So if you are a sound designer and you enjoy sound design, perhaps this is something that you might explore. And the fourth tip I want to give you as unconventional ways to make money as a music producer in 2025 and beyond is capitalizing on your public performances. And I don't just mean getting a booking fee from your public performances, but a lot of people don't realize that if you make original music and you have it all registered with a PRO, you might be saying, what is a PRO? Well, it's a performance rights organization like ASCAP, BMI, SESAC, and so on. If you do all of the work properly, you can actually register your sets, and you can say that you've played your music as well as cover other people's music or your friends' music. Now, don't get me wrong, this is really designed for live musicians, but as a DJ, you are playing in public performance spaces, and these spaces are paying into these performance organizations to be able to play music publicly, and that means you too. So if you're playing your music, you can claim your set list in your PRO, and you can get paid from that. So what I've done is set up a strategy to register all of the live shows that I play as a DJ through my PRO once a week. And so does everybody else at my label. And it just helps each other kind of pool in the money together because we're all actively playing. We're all playing our own music. We're all playing our label's music why not be registering this stuff? Now, this one's kind of a hidden secret. It doesn't actually just show up in your PRO. So if you want to learn how to do this, I'm going to be making a separate video. Make sure to go check out the links down below to my new memberships that I launched for 2025. I'm going to be offering a lot of bonus content like this. Now, if you guys are doing any or all of these, I'd love to hear what's working for you down in the comments below. If you've got more unconventional tips, please let us know. I didn't want to get too far into the weeds, and I didn't want to list all the stuff that everybody's already talking about. A lot of people are already talking about sync licensing and sample packs, but not everyone is thinking along those lines of utilizing all the stuff that's sitting on our hard drives as music producers. So if you found this content useful, please consider subscribing to my channel. The bell notification will keep you up to date, and that like button will tell the YouTube algorithm that you really enjoyed this and will help me out. In the meantime, once again, if you like the music that's playing in the background, it's a new one on our label Nos Recordings. Links are all down below so you can check that out. And my name is Freddie from Distinct Mastering, aka Freshco Bar. Have a good day. Peace.